Good evening and welcome to the August 28th Parks Commission meeting. Is there anybody besides LakeCAM recording our meeting tonight? Hearing none, we will move right to refab. What number is that, Peter?
Number 4.
Oh, number 4. Discuss and possible vote on request for event by refab on September 26, 2025. Okay, and we have a guest, sure?
Hello.
Yep.
How's everyone doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Did you guys get the map that Peter sent over?
I did.
Cool.
If you can
I do
just state
have-
your name for the audience.
Yep. It's Matthew Ferrara from Refab, and we're looking to do a little event for our team.
Perfect.
We have 2 locations
Yep.
that's pointed out.
Yep,
A
so
spot.
spot 1's not gonna work, so you can go
Spot
right
two.
to spot 2.
So basically, it's something we do for an event once a year, appreciation. We have our vendors that come in, and our crew members that work for us all year. It should be under 100 people that should be going there. We're gonna have some, let me see, they have, mini golf, portable mini golf,
Oh, nice.
inflatable obstacle courses, giant soccer darts. I don't know what that one is, but that sounds pretty cool. And other activities like cornhole and stuff. We're gonna have a food truck, but we picked one out of the Board of Health that's approved.
Was
Dudes
it
in Food.
Dudes with food, yep.
Yeah. One other thing we're gonna be doing, we're looking to see if we can set up a little earlier, around like noon, and then it'll be from 3 to 6.
Okay. Earlier is absolutely fine. 6 o'clock was your end time anyway,
Yes.
correct?
Yep. And for a rain date, because if it rains, October the 3rd, if that works.
Is that a Friday as well?
Yes, it is. One thing, I don't know if it's possible, on spot 2, I don't know if you guys have power there. If not, we can bring a generator.
What is, the power is for your inflatable
It's-
soccer?
Yeah, it's gonna be for that, and then for the course, and then we're gonna have like a little bit of music. To plug that in.
Okay. There is electricity throughout
Okay.
that circle.
Yep.
So if you have to move back a little bit, we'll work it out when you
Yeah.
come.
Is it by the shed there?
Yeah, so there's power here, there's power here, 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 and here. So like even if they have to scooch something, I'll just check with, do we know if Loon Pond Lodge is having anything that night?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Oh, we'll be out before that.
You'll be out before then?
Yeah. And then for disposal, I have a dump trailer. I just, so we can put garbage, I don't wanna have garbage hanging around the park.
Okay.
Okay?
There is, for the rain, you said the rain date is October 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a wedding at 4:30 for the rain
Okay,
date.
so
Okay.
your rain date's not gonna work.
Okay, so,
So pray
Well,
for sun or get a new,
Well, just have to end it earlier.
yeah,
end
But
it
that's-
earlier. Yeah,
I
what we'll
think-
do is we'll do the event a little earlier then.
yeah.
I'll
But if
work
you
out.
started at 3 to end at 4,
Yeah,
like-
we'll do, because you said earlier was better, maybe we'll start like 11, and then we'll end by 3 o'clock, so it gives us an hour to clean and get everything out.
okay, so yeah, so if on the first date, if you could just be out by 6, I know you,
Yep.
it was ending at 6, then you were cleaning up a little bit, which is absolutely fine. It's just the wedding guests and things start coming in an hour before the wedding,
Okay,
so. And then October 3rd, if need be, like you said, you can just start earlier
Okay.
and just be out. Any questions?
The wedding's at what time?
4:30 on October 3rd.
Okay, I see.
In the
Want
event,
to be out like 4.
right, like around 3
Yeah, 3,
instead of,
3:30 almost,
yeah.
yeah, 3:30.
and then the event is at 7
Yeah,
on September 26th.
right. Won't affect the
Yeah,
26th.
so I think, yeah, an hour before.
Yeah,
And that's a smaller event.
not a wedding,
It's not a wedding.
no.
So I would make a motion that we approve the September 26th date for refab for their employee event.
is there any fees for power, for me to use the power for you guys?
There's no fees for power, but there will probably be a fee to use the premises. I think, did I see you were bringing in porta potties on your map? Did it say bathrooms?
No, but it'd probably be ideal to have.
Well, we have, barring any unforeseen instances, there's bathrooms at the end of the maintenance shed. So, the Lakeville Mixed Martial Arts, LMMA,
Yep,
there's, bathrooms right over there.
okay,
So I was gonna tell you, don't have to bring them in.
okay.
But that, I mean, that's totally up to you. It's, the guide is one porta potty or one bathroom for every 50 people, so you would need 2. But there's 3 stalls in each of those bathrooms.
Okay.
So you would be fine there. Even if you wanted to flip yourself around, so you're over at a spot 3, right over between that baseball field that's right there and the building structure. And then your food truck can pull right up, right there. I know he can't see this, Andrew, but,
As well, as long as there's no game.
yeah, they don't use that, we could give them another field on a Friday night,
Gotcha.
that's fine.
The chair, I believe we discussed a fee at the last meeting, didn't we?
We definitely, I mean, we can
What was
discuss
the fee that you discussed?
I don't remember the exact number, but it was discussed.
Do you remember, Peter?
I looked at my notes, I didn't see anything there. I know we discussed different numbers, but problem is we don't have a fee schedule.
Right.
You know, in the past, something like this, I mean, people are pretty generous, you could just do a donation.
Well, that's the question I asked, because I don't know what the fee, and I don't wanna also lower myself, but I was gonna do
Right.
just 500. If there was no fee, I was gonna still donate $500 to you guys.
That would be perfect.
Okay?
I think everybody would be happy with that, no?
And then I can just bring the check over to the main area, 346 Bedford Street.
That's the town hall, yeah. So
Okay.
if you wanna just mail a check and just put Parks Commission,
Okay.
and you can just send it right to
Yep,
them,
I'll
that's
do that.
fine. All right, so I believe there's a motion on the table from Noel to allow Refab to host their event on September 26th from 3 or earlier to 6 PM with a rain date of October 3rd, starting in the morning and ending by 3. Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, so you're all set.
Thank you. Great night.
Thank you.
And you have contact with him, so if there's any questions or anything else that comes up, you can be his point person.
I can.
All right. Congratulations. Okay, back up to number 1. Any announcements, Peter?
No announcements.
Review minutes from July 24th. See, it was quick, 6 minutes. Did anybody find any errors or corrections or omissions on the July 24th minutes? I have one correction on page 2. Page 2, item number 10, paragraph 3, line 1. It's just, it says Melissa Turcott said that she would like to see Freetown Lakeville. Just to insert.
Is that number?
Yeah,
Okay, motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second it.
Who made the motion?
I will make the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All aye. Minutes accepted. All right, Thursday, August 14th, meeting minutes. Any errors, omissions? Or edits? Okay, so this is the meeting that I wasn't there. So one of the meeting minutes, I thought it was June 12th, the attendance was questioned on who was there and who wasn't there. Because it said you
Yes.
weren't there,
Yep.
you were there.
Yes.
Noel came late, and I believe Scott was not there. So I don't know how you go back and redo those. Item number 7, line 1, it just says budget of $300 for the trunk or treat to be held, and it says to he held.
Yeah. And that was, I think, like more like a reference from last year's budget.
Yep.
And you requesting that.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry,
was
item
just
7,
the
is
B.
that right?
Line 1,
Yeah.
Yeah,
trunk or treat to he held, it's just B.
B.
And then item number 10, paragraph 2, line 1, swap of flags as proposed, provided the new flag is not too large.
Okay,
That was all.
not too bad.
No, piece of cake. You haven't had it in a while, so. Okay, does anybody motion to accept the minutes of August 14th?
I'll motion to accept the minutes of August 14th meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Minutes accepted. Okay. Minutes, refab. Discuss and possible vote on application for field time from Free Lake softball. Free Lake softball, they play every fall, every spring, every fall. On the back page is their proposed schedule, which once again is every daylight hour of their fall season, which we're gonna discuss when we redo all that stuff later on for next year. So,
I make a motion that we approve the Free Lake Youth Softball for use of the fields on those dates.
I'll second.
any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, all aye. Welcome back, Free Lake Youth Softball. Update on Clear Pond Park season and closing. Well, Clear Pond Park has now officially been closed. Okay, so here's their update. Closing. All right, so our revenue looks good. It's over what we budgeted. But this season to date, that's all year, right? So that includes the 2 weeks in June.
It does. yes.
Okay. But I'm gonna venture to say, hey Scott, that we'll be fine for that next year. The only issue is, which doesn't really matter, payroll. So the director's salary is the same, a little bit more than it was on 2025. The guard salary is a little bit less than it was in 2025. And the attendant salary is $3,000 more, so 50% higher than it was in 2025. And we work, this all occurred with a 14% less hours. So I'm not sure what happened, but the salary budget really went off the rails. With the 14% off, the attendant should have, their salary should have been $6,073, and there was $9,338. So, but water under the bridge, because it's closed. We're just gonna have to get a warrant to transfer money into the payroll for Clear Pond for the spring. Food services supplies was $4,123.35, and the snack shack only made $4,563 this year. And we had to pay somebody to staff it the whole time. So I don't know how we look into that for next year, but gotta do something there. Season passes, Lakeville, we had 108 Lakeville resident passes, and last year we had 116, so we lost 8 there. Non-resident passes, we gained 6, because there were only 18 the year before. I'm almost thinking that we open season passes up to anybody, because we got messages from Taunton people wanting to buy season passes, we got messages from Fall River people wanting to buy season passes, and I think as long as they buy a season pass, only letting their family in, that it would be okay.
That's where we had problems before.
Even with letting everybody in, or making them buy season passes and letting everybody in.
Letting everybody in.
Right, we don't wanna do that. Only if they buy a season pass.
It's worth a try.
Cause we gotta do something. Swim lessons was the other, not problem, but kinda issue. We want to have swim lessons, we want everybody to learn how to swim, but the swim lessons, we pay our lifeguards 1.5 to 2 hours a day, and there's 2 of them for swim lessons. So that's about $1,500 for their 6 weeks of salaries, and we only brought in for swim lessons $1,175. So we lost $600 with swim lessons.
That's more than we brought in last year.
Is it?
It was down to hundreds
Yeah.
because of what was going on back before we brought Dougie back on. It was like $300 or $400 a season. It had gotten really bad.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to do something to bring it up. So in 2025, it was $1,355, and this year it was $1,175. So almost as much as last year.
Through the chair, if we could go back for a moment to the passes, the season passes, because I remember the years where it was a problem with cars that would pull up, overflowing with people inside them. And there was something that was also happening was people would be dropping their kids off and then leaving. I mean, literally dropping them off at the gate.
Right.
And leaving. So I think it's worth bookmarking that and finding a way to address that so that you get more season passes, but you have some kind of a control. And I don't even know what that looks like right now, but I think it's worth
Right.
bookmarking it.
As
Yep.
a point, you gotta remember, swimming lessons, next year, a lot of it will be collected in those first week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, I know we're 1,100, but
Right. It's still over the budget of 1,000.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So yeah.
that's pretty
Right.
close to last year, and
Yeah. So
100 and,
right. So
another
the,
$150 in the first week isn't unheard of, because they start
no.
the second week in
First week in July.
First week in July, so that's when you're collecting a lot of the money.
Right. It's just maybe needing a minimum of kids, because we offer the same classes Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday. So if there's only 3 kids in a class Monday, Wednesday, maybe we ask them to do Tuesday, Thursday, and don't have that class on Monday.
Mhm.
I don't know either.
Anything's worth a try.
Yeah, reduce the amount of classes, but increase the amount of people that go.
Right. Or the same amount of people, just less, instead of having them, that 2 options, just have them Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. And I know it doesn't work for everybody, and I don't know. But it's something to think of. Okay, any questions on the Clear Pond financial season?
As far as like moving money, and this is just more a question, just
Mm-hmm.
how it works. So, since the attendance it was higher, but like the guards was lower, is that correct here? Than like the 31, or
Yeah,
like,
so,
does that move around? Like that 3,000 extra could just be used in the other.
As long as
it's
it's
possible,
total payroll.
Because total, where is it? If I'm reading it, we're $3,000 low,
right,
so that would be
But it's still over budget.
yeah.
over budget from the 42.5.
I should have started with this. Ryan took another job, so he's no longer with us. And we wish him all the best. Good luck, Ryan. But so currently, for a week so far, we have not been paying his salary. So that,
Right, we didn't pay it
Also
for
will
the
help.
first half of the year either.
no, but that was in last budget.
Wasn't it part of this year?
No,
No.
no.
Hmm.
He came back on paternity leave. right before,
I thought it was his shoulder. He was out because of his shoulder.
over the winter.
Yeah, so that was, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that helped us out last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did, big time.
Yeah.
Last year.
So, I talked to Frank, we are gonna have to hire somebody, or bring somebody over, but the DPW's already down 2 to 3 people over there, so, but we're working on it. Working on it. Yes, Andrew, that is probable, if, as long as it stays that way.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, because we still have the next
right,
2, beginning of the next.
yeah, Clear Pond, as long as our total budget is down, but if not, then we'll just have to go and ask for more money in the spring to cover it,
Gotcha.
to town meeting. So that would probably be one of you.
So the season passes didn't really increase
No,
from adding the towns in that we did?
no. Discuss a possible vote on bonus for Clear Pond Park swimming instructors. Okay, so, as you know from last meeting, a swim instructor gets a 50-cent bonus if they have the WSI, so that's a water safety instructor certificate. Ours do not have that.
They're not supposed to be teaching.
It's no longer a requirement.
Really?
Yes, that's, yeah, because it's not required, it's just a bonus if they have it. So in lieu of
Not
that,
required by who?
I don't know.
I mean, I know we took things out of the requirements because we were strapped for applicants.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think that it's no longer
The
a
state doesn't
requirement.
require? Interesting.
Yeah. So, in lieu of that, because the swim teachers did not get that bonus, the director gave them an extra hour a day in pay. So the 50 cents an hour bonus that they would have received if they had the FS, water safety instructor, WSI, was like $20. And given the 30, it was $72 a day, a week per instructor for 2 instructors, so it was $144 a week times 6 weeks, so it was $1,000.
And we were still under budget.
Oh no, we're,
For
well,
the guards, we're still under budget. Correct?
barely,
No, I'm just asking.
yeah.
I mean, I would have expected it to be over.
Right, well, I stopped that halfway through, so the discussion we're having now is whether to give them that $72 a week for 6 weeks. For 3 weeks.
Well, actually, we're not, we're over budget.
4 weeks. I thought we were over budget on everything.
Yeah, we are. Except for the attendance. Oh, wait a minute, I'm reading the wrong one. I'm reading it backwards. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, so the director were $200 over, the guards were $2,000 over, and the attendants were $2,000 over. So, yeah. So that's the question, whether to give them that bonus or not to give them that bonus. I'd like to hear your thoughts and suggestions.
I feel like you have to pay the swimming instructors well to make them want to come back and to retain them. I feel like if that money can be saved elsewhere, anywhere else, that's just my personal feeling.
Yeah, well, that's how I kind of feel about lifeguards in general. Like, $18 to be a lifeguard just doesn't seem like enough, right? But that's what we have. And you have to look at it like, this is the budget. So this budget has us $26,000 in the hole
Clip on.
at Clear Pond.
That's a lot,
That is a lot. That's $10,000 more than last year.
right? And probably 10,000 more than the year before.
It's actually $19,000, $18,000 more than last year because we got the money from the town last year.
I have two feelings on it.
Okay,
Number one, we're over budget. We're over budget, we're over budget. Number two, I wouldn't mind seeing them figuring out what the 50 cents per hour would have come to. And if it's more than what they got, then give them that difference. But if it's less than what they got, then they got a bonus.
yeah, it's like
You know,
the
they got an extra hour a day for how long?
3 weeks.
Is that more than what they would have got for 50 cents an hour for the year?
Yeah, it would have been $20 a week, and they got $74 a week.
Well, then they got more than what they should have got. And we're over budget.
Yeah. I just think, and you guys have mentioned before that we need a clear-cut sheet for rules and procedures for Clear Pond. So decisions like that should be made and brought to the commission before, so whoever's doing payroll doesn't have to just take that away.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they were already told they were gonna get the bonus hour. Is that what?
It just showed up on the payroll, and I said, what is this hour? Like, we don't open till 11, why are they starting at 9:45? So,
And it was for this bonus. That's what
it was for that, yeah. And I have to tell you, I felt kind of crappy having to take it away from them, but
No, I know.
And then the 50-cent bonus that was talked about when.
that's in their job contract,
So that's
so
not
when they
even- that's-
sign it,
that's
they
not-
know.
That's not even a certificate anymore, the WSI?
I don't believe so. Because none of our lifeguards have it.
Okay.
All right,
I think, my take is the 50 cents, I mean, if that was what was agreed as the bonus for that specific thing, then that's what it should be, 50 cents an hour.
Right, but if they got paid more than the 50 cents an hour,
we don't need to refund them,
we don't need to give them more,
no.
especially if we were over budget.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so do we have a motion?
I'm not sure how to phrase it.
Do we need a motion?
Probably not.
Usually a motion is to
Add something?
vote on something to change something. We're not changing anything as of now.
No. No, so it would have been to like refund them,
Either refund them more or
right, and we're
Right.
not doing that.
You
if
can-
So
they're
I
not
guess
gonna
we
do
don't
it,
need
then we're not
anything.
gonna do it.
Nope, you're right. All right, everybody's good with that? Okay.
I mean, if you want us to make a motion to keep it the way it is, so that it's on file, then we can do that.
No, because I think once we go over the procedures or for them, we can make sure that goes in there.
Yeah, that's
Don't you
fine.
think that's
Yeah,
good?
yeah, that's fine.
Because it's, like I said, over, it's over.
Mhm.
Discuss and possible vote on purchase of new picnic tables for Ted Williams Camp. So, when we had the poker run a couple weeks ago, all of our picnic tables, except for the ones on the playground, went over to Loon Pond Lodge, and there was no other picnic tables for like horseshoes or volleyball or anybody else. And some of our picnic tables are in bad shape.
Where's it coming out of the budget?
I don't know. Peter was gonna do a budget, but then we realized we're only 2 months in, so.
So those, excuse me,
Yep,
through
go
the
ahead.
chair. So those picnic tables are staying over there at Loon Pond?
No, it was just
No.
for that event.
Just
They
for
were-
that event,
Okay, so you just want that to not happen again?
yes.
Yeah, the last time we bought picnic tables,
It's been more than 3 years.
well, we bought them and we put them together.
Yep,
Mike Nolan bought them through his company. We reimbursed him for the picnic tables, and we took a Saturday morning and put together about a dozen picnic tables, and then the kids put together the other 10.
yeah. I got 2 picnic tables on clearance last year for $50, and one
That's
went on the
great.
playground and one went in, just in general.
Yeah, because those small ones, there's like probably 20 matching ones across the park. Those were about $150 a piece. and
Yeah.
We had to put them together.
Right, Yeah, so the ones we got for Clear Pond this year, they were the 6-foot ones, and we got those for, I think it was like $137, and then they went on sale the next week for $95.
Sure.
So I went back with my receipt, and I got the difference
did?
refunded.
Good.
I did.
Great, good for
You
you.
better believe it.
Good for you.
I'm sure accounting was like, why is she lowering her
No,
price?
you weren't the
But-
only one. I'm sure you weren't the only one.
Oh, I'm sure. But, so yeah, I was happy about that. But, so just something to think about. We're getting to fall, so it shouldn't be,
Well,
so we can wait
should all
until,
keep our eye out for a potential
Clearance picnic tables,
clearance
absolutely.
price. You know, even if it's Joe down the street that's got 3 of them in his yard and he makes them and sells them, you know, and he's sitting there with 3, he's gonna wanna get rid of them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You never know where we can pick up 3 here,
No.
3 there.
so yeah, if anybody finds them for like $100,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good deal.
that'd be a good deal. All right. Discuss and possible vote on, oh no, wait. Discuss and possible vote on purchase of a new tractor for Ted Williams Camp. So, and I know you're gonna ask me where that money's coming from, and I don't have, but you'll be happy to know that somebody came into the office this week, or beginning of this week, and, no, last week, and said, so I heard you need a new tractor, and we're like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, $27,000 is what I heard it's gonna cost you. And I was like, oh, man. And first we were like, how does this person get all the information? And second of all, $27,000 is a lot of money.
Mhm.
So I talked to Frank, and he got me some numbers off the state contract, and the tractor is $11,000 for the one that they recommend, or there's a lesser one for $7,500. Right, you never know, like, it's always, whatever. But after the, thinking it was gonna be $27,000,
11 sounds like a bargain price.
I was all for the $11,000 one.
Yeah.
I would think it was a setup if it was from somebody like that, but it wasn't, so. I don't know where we're gonna get it, but
Do we have,
here's
a,
the
do we have
thing.
a line item for equipment?
I'm sure we do, but it's probably like $500, because we haven't bought
Oh, it
equipment
used to
in
be- Used to be a
years.
couple of grand for small equipment.
I'll look it up right now.
So Ryan's no longer with us, so we have Josh. It's coming into fall, so fall is leaf pickup season. So 2 years ago,
I was gonna say, didn't they just get one?
yeah, so 2 years ago, the mower died. The mower motor died. So they had to pick everything up by hand. So then they swapped out the motors from the old parts one that they had. And we bought a new leaf vac, because that also died. But the leaf vac didn't come in last year until leaf season was almost over, so they didn't get to use that again, and they had to blow all the leaves into a pile and suck them up by hand. So this year, we'd like to get the tractor so that we can use the leaf vac that we bought that haven't used yet, that sat in the thing, the maintenance shed for a year. But the only thing currently that the tractor is used for is to haul around the leaf vac and suck up leaves.
Which tractor? The one they have?
The one that doesn't work that we're gonna hook up to the leaf vac, that's $11,000.
And that's all they use it for?
Yeah.
Then get the smaller one. If the smaller one will work, get the smaller one. If that's all they're gonna use it for,
Unless something else dies,
I have a
which again,
bias,
crapshoot.
through the chair, I have a bias against leaf blowers and leaf suckers. And what I've always done, and I've heard that this is the best thing for the lawn, is you
Mulch them.
You mow them, it goes back into the nutrients, go back into the grass, and you got a nice healthy lawn, and you don't have to pick it up. And you don't have to put gasoline in the machine to suck them up.
the ones we're talking about are the ones that blow up against the fences. That's where the problem is. They blow up against the fence. It's not necessarily, the ones that are out there in the grass, they mow 'em. They don't pick those up.
Okay.
Right over
I
'em.
mean, unless there's big patches of it, but normally it's the ones that blow off the trees over near the tennis club and come over and pack against the fence line.
And there are that many of them.
Well, I mean, it's big park,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
you know, that's what they're,
okay.
right.
and, you know, to do it all by hand is very time consuming when they're trying to get other things done too.
And it's a very large area that they have to do, and they have to do it like 2 to 3 times a week, like
Right.
mulching
It's constantly,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, out in the middle, yeah, they just mow them and then mulch it in.
Great.
Yep. But
Yeah.
it's the ones that are, you think about all the fences we have around the basketball court, around the soccer field, the baseball fields, they just blow and mat up and,
All the trees that we have that are low to the ground, they have to get them all out from
Yeah.
there. We look at a lot of things. Okay, so does anybody have a motion on the 7,500 or 11,000?
If they're just gonna mow around, my opinion's the 7,500. I don't know if we have the funds to approve it. Is there?
We need it, like it's not really an option, so we'll have to find the funds. We do have the $15,000 that was sanctioned for the, in capital, for the roofing that we did last year out of the budget. So that's gonna go back into retained earnings. So again, if we have to pull more money out of the retained earnings, then that's what we have to do. And I mean, it's there, so,
that's what that's for. That's for bigger things that.
right, we
were
weren't
unexpected.
expecting.
Yeah.
You know, like this, I mean, we didn't have it in the budget because we weren't expecting it to die. You know, it's like the leaf vac, I mean, that was a $6,000 or $7,000 purchase that we didn't have in the budget,
Yeah.
you know, so we had to come up with some creative.
Find it somewhere.
Will the $7,500 tractor work?
They said it'll work.
Frank recommends which one?
Well, the $11,000 one.
I have a hard time spending the extra $5,000 or $4,000 if that's all it does. Tell me it mows once in a while, and I'll be like, all right, get the good one, you know?
Yeah, so, I'm not sure which one we have currently, and I
Yeah.
guess I should have found that out. I didn't think of that
Because
until
the
just
town
right
bought us
now.
one a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
when they took over.
yeah. There's two in the shed that match, and that's why they did it, so that they could
Mhm.
save the parts
Mhm.
and use for the other one. But now there's not many parts left on either of them, so it doesn't really matter, but
So is the 11,000 a mirror image of those?
I don't know that. I know it's a John Deere.
That would make sense if we bought another one, a third one, and now could cannibalize the other two. And get rid of them and save what's good.
Right, get rid of them. Yeah.
A suggestion?
Yes?
Well, if you authorize enough money for the more expensive one, and then you check with Frank and clarify whether it's really
If it,
advantageous, and if
Yeah.
not, downgrade it to the 7,500 one.
Good point, Peter. Good point.
and he's even off his game today.
I don't know, he seems to be on it right now.
I
That's
know.
a great idea.
Okay.
How much is the other one, 11,000 what?
11,000, 7,500.
I make a motion, we authorize $11,000 for a new tractor and talk to Frank and figure out which one do we really need.
Okay, I'll second it.
Noel seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Hi,
Aye.
Aye. Looks like Josh is getting a new tractor.
Yeah, he should use that one and take the old one and hook that up to the leaf blower,
Yeah,
right? I mean, if that's all they're gonna use it for.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Discuss and possible vote on maintenance proposal for Ted Williams soccer fields from Freetown Lakeville Soccer Club. They are actually going to, your letter is here. The soccer club is looking to invest money into the field at Ted Williams. They want to overseed a portion of the fields and let them rest until the grass grows in fully. But they couldn't make it tonight, so they will be here with their presentation. They wanted to put a presentation together, exactly what they wanted and exactly what fields in the timeline. So they will be here on September 11th.
I make a motion, we postpone this item until that meeting.
Okay, you got it.
Second.
All in favor?
hi.
Aye.
Might as well play along. Okay. We'll welcome them next time. Discuss and possible vote on whether Park Commission will attend Arts Festival. The Arts Festival application has to be in September 2nd. If anybody thought of anything that they wanted to hand out at the Arts Festival.
When is the Arts Festival?
October, the end of, I don't know.
Okay, just curious.
It's either the end of September or the beginning of October. Their flyer has been on our table for weeks now. We discussed it
I
2
know.
meetings ago. I will not be around, so
Yeah, I won't be the last weekend in September or the first weekend in October. I'll be in Maine.
so Andrew, Noel, any interest, any ideas?
Well, I know that we've got the snowmen
Yep.
information.
So they have that. Yeah, so, and I know Open Space also has flyers that they're going to hand out, but in order to share a booth, each person still has to fill out an application, so. But I'm gonna go with, we're all good, we don't have anything at this time, so, perfect. Okay, discuss and possible vote on request from Courtney Beating, Warrior Training, to add additional hours at Ted Williams Camp. I think it's great. Courtney is the one who started the boot camp. She was doing Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights. She had to switch from Wednesday because it rained to Friday, and I drove through to check on Tri-Fest. Lots of people.
Yeah.
Like, she was doing great. They all
Great.
looked like they were having fun. It almost makes me want to try it. So I think it's great that she's getting needs an extra class.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I mean, I know when Danielle did the she did the swim across the thing there for the, whatchamacallit, anyhow. And we came over at the fort over there, as we were leaving, there's some pickleball courts, but beside the pickleball courts was probably 50 ladies out there. And there were some men doing yoga or whatever they were doing, but it was great to see. It was they were taking up the whole grassy
Right.
area. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that's,
Where she's gonna head.
or is she getting a response that's wonderful like that? That's
Yeah.
great.
I don't think she's that big yet, but if
No,
she
but-
keeps it up,
It takes time, anyway.
Yeah. so nobody has a problem with that.
No?
I don't think we have to vote on it. Discuss and possible vote on additional payroll
Excuse me.
sign.
I'm sorry, I had a
Signer.
mouthful of water. I didn't want to spit it out.
I don't think we have to vote on that.
No, I guess, Mike, where is she doing it?
Oh, right across from Loon Pond Lodge.
Okay, so
On
it
the
doesn't,
grass.
it doesn't interfere with any baseball or anything? That's
Nope.
all I was just gonna say, okay.
Nope,
No,
they
that's great.
actually, the bike racks were already set up for Tri-Fest, and they were just found a area over there, and they just
How'd
did
that
it,
go?
so that was
I
perfect.
couldn't be here.
I haven't heard, but it was an incredible amount of people. More packed, I don't know if it was because of the parking lot, it just seemed more packed,
Mhm.
but there was,
Was the parking lot available for cars? It was?
yeah.
Jeff said they were down in numbers.
Yeah, really? Because they were over 600 last year.
Yeah, he emailed and said that he's sending a check. But he just said we're down in numbers, so don't be surprised if the check is a little less than previous years.
Yeah, because it was packed. They had a donut truck. Don't laugh, Andrew. They're really good
Yeah.
because I had to come and get payroll. There was nowhere to park, so we just had to pull up the walkway. I ran out, I got the papers, and I said, "Why don't you go get donuts to my husband while I run and get the papers?" So he stood in that line while I got them, and then we came out and drove away. But they were really good because they were warm,
Yeah,
cinnamon
sure.
and sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. No, that's good.
Okay, an additional payroll signer. So when I was away 2 weeks ago, it was a Clear Pond payroll signing. So I was here Monday morning before I caught my 2:30 flight doing payroll. Clear Pond's over, but we're still gonna need somebody for 2 weeks to be able to be here on a Monday morning to sign Peter's payroll and Bob Beach's and bring it to the town hall so they can get paid.
We used to have a second. There used to be a second. For
Nurse.
reasons like that. I
Right.
mean, You know, if you're gone away, or whoever's the original signer, we
Or
would.
something happens, and
Yeah.
we can't get there.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
out of town that day, yeah,
When is that?
You know what?
on Monday.
This coming Monday?
No, September 11th is the next payroll.
I'm not here.
Let's check the
Can-
calendar.
Just to clarify there,
Well, they'll have to wait then.
it's fine with me, but
No.
the accounting office there
Yes.
has clarified that they want the assigned payroll in by Monday at noon.
Right.
We haven't been doing that up until recently. We've just been, as soon as we have it, we send an unsigned copy in so that they can do payroll and then follow up with a signed one.
Mhm.
It went at the convenience of whoever's available. But they don't want to do that anymore. They want an official signed one on Monday morning.
Right.
So
Which isn't,
that's the,
yeah,
that's
which
the
isn't that
glitch.
bad, because they don't work, Peter doesn't work Sundays, so
So this is
Right.
it's
Monday.
in
But
the
it-
office Sunday, but it's gotta get to town hall.
Right, and and I'm not questioning Peter, I'm questioning maybe Bobby, we gotta get it in,
Right,
you know, because that was sometimes the problem. Peter's would be in, but Bobby's wouldn't.
right. So, yeah,
This is Monday the 8th?
nope, the 11th.
That's Thursday.
I mean, if you need me, I
September?
can
Oh,
probably
we
put
meant
it
this
down
No,
early.
Thursday.
now, I talked to Christopher Holt today briefly about it. He said if he'd take a scanned copy. Now, so you're in your office, you
Yep.
have a
I
scanner.
was just gonna say, I mean, I
So-
could come down early and grab it and sign it and scan
Well,
it.
I can email it to you.
Yeah,
You can print it, scan it, and send it. That would do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, whatever, I can do it. Well, we'll figure out a way.
You can do it?
Yeah, whether I come down here early and we get it to him that way, or
Right, because it is September 11th, right?
I just wish I had my
I
phone.
forget the date. Yeah, could do whatever, 2 weeks from this past Monday.
If you can just send me a message as to what day it is, so that I make sure I put it in my phone.
Oh, you know what? It is the 8th. It is the 8th. I apologize.
That's okay.
It is the 8th.
It's
But
okay,
yeah,
that
we'll
works.
send it to you. All right, perfect.
I work right here too, so if I need to step in, it's okay.
So you're an alternative?
Third alternative.
There we go, we're covered.
We're covered.
Do we need a motion for these?
Probably a good idea.
We can. All right, I'll do it. I motion that Scott is the second payroll signee and Andrew is the third in case of emergencies when the chair is unavailable.
Second that?
We'll get her done.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 All aye. Thank you, guys. I'm like, I can come down and I'll slip it in the mail thing on Sunday night before I go.
No, I'll be right there.
Yeah, you're right there, and I'm coming by.
Discuss ideas for spring cleanup. All right, so Johnson & Johnson is gonna come down in the spring and clean up Clear Pond. But they're a little nervous that they have 100 to 150 people and that they're not enough to do at Clear Pond. So they were thinking that they could come to Ted Williams Camp and do things around Ted Williams Camp as well. I just couldn't think of anything off the top of my head for them to do here.
Well, with Ryan not being here, that'll stretch Josh a little thin
Right.
with some of the cleanup.
Just say hopefully by spring.
Yeah, no, right, hope, but I'm just saying in case there isn't,
Right,
you know, we could come up with, we could talk to Ryan
Josh.
and Josh and get a preliminary list of things that they could help out with,
Okay,
you know, whether it's doing a final cleanup of the leaves or,
right.
Um,
So I was thinking maybe like a giant field day if the
yeah.
leagues want to get whatever the sand or whatever they need, infield mix or whatever, that they would be able to do that too.
Work in conjunction.
Yeah,
Yeah, because fields like Field 1 get left out because it's not anybody's dedicated field,
right.
and with the exception of men's softball, and I've already talked to them about it. So we did have one young individual that's gonna try and spearhead he says, if you guys can get me some field mix, he says, I get it, you know, and have the guys dump it, you know, around the base path.
Yeah.
They'll do.
Right.
We just gotta, you know, work with them and know what day they're gonna be there and
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sure as it gets closer, they'll have
Oh, yeah,
the
right,
date. So,
they
yeah,
no, no.
no, but as long as you think we have enough things here. 'cause
Yeah,
of
I mean,
Clear Pond being
Edge in the field and spreading that is a
Perfect.
big job.
Yep, okay, perfect. Information on possible video history of Ted Williams Camp. So, it was probably a couple months ago now, I got an email from Nate Darling, who got an email from Bob Marshall looking for something that LakeCAM is thinking of getting an intern. I believe it's from Dean College, but don't quote me on that. An intern for LakeCAM, and they were looking for projects for that intern, maybe having to do with the town. So I said, what about like the history of the parks? And the college liked that idea, so where they're gonna start with the history of Ted Williams Camp. And if that's successful, maybe next time they get an intern, they do another park. So Nate was all excited. He's like, I love history, I love the town. He's like, perfect. So Bob Marshall called and told me like they like that idea. They'll get an intern probably in September, as long as nothing changes. And they were looking for contacts for who to talk to about the history of Ted Williams Camp. And they were looking at just information.
And we've got that written timeline.
Yeah, so I told him anytime he wanted to come and see whatever we had in the
You know, At
parks,
least it's, but I
in
mean,
the office.
in conjunction with Paula, we did a written timeline. I mean, it could use some enhancing, but I mean, it's a good start,
Right.
And at least it would point somebody who's not from the town, hey, it was a Boy Scout camp, then it was this, then it was this, then it was this,
Yeah.
back and forth.
The packet in the office.
Through the chair, if there are any records of kids who went to the Ted Williams baseball camp, I know that when my son,
I know.
many years ago, was 10, 12 years old, down the Cape, a lot of the kids from there went to the Ted Williams camp.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet you that some of them probably have home movies.
Oh, maybe.
So I'm just
That would be
thinking,
interesting.
Yeah.
if you could procure some of the kids who attended during those years, those families, believe me, I'm sure they still have those.
Yeah. So there's a Facebook page, alumni
I
of
was
Ted
just-
Williams
I was just
Camp.
gonna say, because they used to have
There you go.
a dinner here.
I think they still do.
They still
For the
do,
Jimmy Fund, yeah.
Yep, and they raise money and they sell memorabilia.
Yep.
That's great.
And different things, yeah. But that would be someone to get in touch with, because there's
Yeah.
a wealth of information there,
Yeah.
I worked there as a kid.
Well, there you go. You can hop in. Ed Leonard, right? Ed Leonard just did the book on Ted Williams. He's he's in town, so he's local. So,
Oh, okay.
because they're looking at me like, who is Ed Leonard? But yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure you'll meet him.
Sounds good.
Yeah. no,
So yeah, so if
Good
anybody
idea.
thinks of anything,
write 'em
mostly
down
you,
and write them down and put them.
yeah, or email them out so
Do
that
we have that Paula had started?
I think it's in the office.
Okay.
And with the letters, remember?
It
Yeah, I
was
think
like-
it is.
Yeah, it was like the history or something. It was.
Yeah, that she gives out to all the new people that come in. They're in the office if you guys want one. Updated project list. Nope.
No, not yet.
Liaison updates.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing? Nobody has anything? I do. I have an exciting one. Our John Pond Park engineering plan contract has been signed, and it has been submitted to the CPC for funding.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Fingers crossed.
Nice.
Men's blue ball finished last night.
See?
So they might- Yeah, no, I'm not a liaison.
That's all right. It can be.
They'll be happy to hear that.
That's good.
'Cause
Yeah.
when I went down there, I end up sitting in the outfield, because if I go down with everybody else, it's like, what's going on, Rody? Where's the first rooms? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Stay in the outfield.
Yeah, that's better off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's great though.
yeah, it's exciting. I know we've been itching for it. The CPC's been itching for it to be finished. Softball's been itching.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's good. New business? Any new business? Any new business from anybody? Okay, our next meeting is September 11th, because it's a Thursday. What?
September
No?
11th.
Yeah.
Isn't that a holiday?
Is it a holiday?
No.
That was my son's first day of preschool, September 11th.
Do you want that in the minutes?
Could you? Yeah, 24 years ago.
Wow, that long, huh?
Yeah. All
There
right,
was something I was gonna add about something,
okay.
and it doesn't look like I can remember what it was. 'Cause I came in then. What was the picnic tables? Oh, we talked about those. No, I guess it wasn't that important.
As soon as I adjourn the meeting, you're gonna
Yeah,
give
right.
it.
I'll get in the truck and start driving home and go, oh yeah!
Okay, all good?
All good.
Anybody want a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:26?
Make a motion, we adjourn at 7:26.
Second?
All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Aye.
When's the next
Thank you,
meeting?
everybody.